Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about beer, more specifically craft beer. It's October, and so there's a lot of Oktoberfest beer festivals going on and beer tastings and whatnot. And what you won't find there are these beers that are made in very large facilities, not unsimilar to like the Coca-Cola plant. Nothing wrong with these beers. I enjoy these myself when I'm, at an outdoor barbecue or whatever, and I just want to wash the food down, but I like the taste of beer. But craft beer more specifically refers to these small batches that are made in a traditional way, and they're not pouring it out by the gallons or by the millions of bottles. But it could get overwhelming. There's so many there. You walk into the craft beer aisle of your favorite beer or wine or liquor store, and you see all of them. So what do? Well, most of the time they sell them individually, so you get one of these little six-pack things because you don't want to buy one and then be disappointed with it and whatever. So these things are great because you could buy the beers individually, and you're going to find a whole bunch of them. This one is a lager, and then you're going to find one that's an ale, an IPA, and this is a Pilsner. I'm not going to get into what makes them different. I just want you to go out and buy one of each, buy a six-pack at a time, and taste each one individually, and you'll know what you like. You'll know that you like a Pilsner. So you maybe like the darker beers, like a porter or a stout, which you don't have here. If you get really adventurous, then you could go buy some of these, this is made with orange peels in it. And they have some, they get crazy. They have chilies in there, they have blood oranges, some put juice in there, which I really don't like at all. And then there's even some, this is a double IPA. So there's a world of different flavors out there other than what we're used to drinking. People like beer. I don't know too many people that don't like beer. But I think they probably don't like beer because they're just drinking the same old stuff that they've been seeing on the supermarket shelves for years and years and years. They see a girl in a bikini and they think of football and they think of barbecues and they think this is the only beer available to them. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's a time and place for that. If I'm on the beach, I want a Corona Light. As a matter of fact, their new ad is, it's like a beach in a can, or in this case, a beach in a bottle. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're at home or you're drinking good food, you want to try something different, a little bit more complex, a little bit more character, bold, different flavors, try a craft beer. Get a six-pack, try one at a time, or two at a time, or whatever your limit is, as long as you're not getting blasted, and just enjoy them. So if you really want to have fun with this, after you get your six-pack there of a variety of beers, go out and get one of these. You probably get this at a kitchen store. I got this at a place like Crate and Barrel in the mall. Just these little few-ounce glasses, and you could invite a couple of friends over, and you could pour a little bit into each one so you see the color. And I guess there's about 6 of these, so you have your six-pack. I guess this one you could use as a control, just so you could see, well, this is what craft beer tastes like, this is what beer from a factory tastes like. And you pour a few, take a snapshot of it, and then when next time you go into a different store to buy beer, show them, say, hey, do you have any of this? I really like this one. Now, if you want to go and wait online in the rain for craft beer, go ahead. I guess some people like waiting on lines. Maybe it's an excuse to look at their phones for an hour or so, whatever. The great thing about when you get these craft beers, it comes in a can. Here's one of them. There's nothing wrong with cans. People say, oh, it's got a metallic taste. It only has a metallic taste because you're drinking it from metal. So what you want to do is you want to get one of your beer glasses like this. I prefer a cider glass. This way you're not tasting the metal, and you're tasting the actual beer. And they're not cheap. This one is about $4 each. This is Nomad Salt Pan Desert Goss, made with desert lime and Murray River sea salt. This is an Australian beer. This comes from Sydney, so I guess maybe that's why it's so expensive. So the first thing you want to do is you definitely want to clean the top. And without waiting online for an hour in the rain or inclement weather or even hot weather, let's just see what this is like. This one, it's made with desert lime and Murray River salt water. So it's not actually salt that they're putting in there, but it's brewed from salt water. So let's give it a taste. Can't really taste the lime. It's a good beer. I don't know if the saltiness leaves a residue once it's been brewed. I don't really know much about the technical process of brewing beer. I'll be completely honest with you there. But this is a really refreshing, nice beer. Now, would I pay $4 for it? Probably not. I just did it because I wanted to see what all the hype was about. This is 4.5% alcohol, which means it's about 9 proof. Not quite as strong as wine, but it's good to know. The ingredients are listed as water, barley malt, wheat malt, hops, coriander, desert lime, and Murray River salt and yeast. In the store, they told me it was brewed with salt water. That sounded a little odd, but it sounded interesting. But after reading the label, it just says salt. This beer is fine for picnics and barbecues. Get some craft beer. Just give it a shot, even if you just buy 1 6-pack. Cheers.